Hello everyone, welcome back to Project Architect 2. So in the last episode, I started getting ready to to fight the Wither, and then I kind of just forgot about it, but these Wither skeletons have been running for a while, so now I have a ton of skulls. So I'm gonna go ahead and fight the Wither real quick. It'll only take me like not even 5 seconds to kill him. So just gotta get me some soul sand. Turn on my shaders. Now I gotta make sure I do close up behind me because I don't want my base to get destroyed. Cool. Just gonna check around and make sure everything is fine. I'm gonna just add that just so there's not like, I feel like having a gap. Let me go back out here. Having a gap, it's like building, say like I'm in, like this is the wall, and then having it like that and not having this close in like that. That scares me. Oh, did not mean to do that. So adding that just makes me feel a little bit better. So now everything is at least one solid block thick of the Wither glass. So this thing, I'm gonna one tap it instantly. Just right when it finishes. Yep. Literally the easiest thing on the planet. I will fight it one more time. So dumb. Okay. Well, I did that. It's cool. Don't really need the nether stars right now, but I will need them eventually. Now, I went ahead and built these, I forget what they're called, the orbital extractor things. I figured out how they work. You just place them next to a tree. I don't know if it has to be like an actual grown tree or if you can just place down like some wood and leaves around the logs. But it just passively generates resin. And if you put this fertilizer in here, it increases the speed, I think, or maybe it's just the amount of resin it gets. So I have them pumping into these ender tanks. And if I come down here, I went ahead, nope, not that one. I went ahead and built this. Oh crap, I have so much freaking oil. I should probably increase the speed of this thing, but I've gotten quite a bit of rosin from processing the resin. So I just need to increase the speed. I mean, whatever, who cares? So I've gotten more than this. I have gotten already quite a bit. Let's see, how much have I gotten in total? I've gotten 480. Actually, I've gotten more because I did go ahead and already use it on my blaze spawner, which actually I'm not going to use on any other spawner because I don't really need the other spawners to go faster. I just wanted the blaze spawner to go pretty fast because the blaze rods actually have an EMC value. So now I am gaining EMC quite a bit faster. Now looking at these plushies that I need to get to make the Archimeat, I was looking at the Warden. Now to get all of this stuff, you have to go into the deeper and darker dimension, or deep dark, whatever. I don't think it's, I forget what it's actually called. It actually has a name. And then you have to kill the mobs in that dimension. So I'm thinking I go to that dimension right now and try to get all of those. So if I should have Warden Heart, yes. Now to get into this dimension, got to use this portal. What you need is you need the Heart of the Deep, and it's, I mean, it's like flint and steel. You just come up, right click on this, and I'm guessing I have to actually break all of this. There we go. Now it should work. There you go. So that's super nice. And then you just go through. I guess I do have my tablet. And I am in the ground. Like I would. This is... Alright. Oh, here we go. Okay, I'm out. Whoa. What are you guys? Shattered? Okay, well that's how you get the bones, I guess. Gotta just put all you away. Sadly, you do not have an EMC value. Okay, well... Okay, I got the bones. Now... Oh, I should have put it up. So now I need the soul dust, which is a skull leech. Cool. And then the soul crystal, which spawns after killing the stalker. Okay. Hopefully those boyos spawn everywhere. There's a little boyo. Where are you? Oh, I can get soul dust from that dude. That dude was definitely not a leech, but whatever. Cool. Oh, is this the wasteland one? The deep lands. This is where these weirdos spawn that don't seem to drop anything. Cool. And this is also where the warden can spawn. No, I don't want to spawn in the warden. I just need more of those little boyos. Apparently there is like a temple in this place that you can find right there. There's one over there in the wall. All right, well, I'm gonna head over to that. Don't really know if it's gonna spawn the mobs I need, but hopefully it does. Right here. Hey, bud. Now, apparently, let me just... There's something interesting where you have to kill the warden several times right here for like a boss to spawn in. Does give you this skulk transmitter, which I'm not certain what it is, but I mean, whatever. Oh, that was definitely wasting my time. Now I just gotta find a stalker, which I don't know where the frick those things spawn. I just looked it up, and I guess stalkers have a chance to spawn in when you break one of the vase block things in this temple thing. So, going back in, I'm gonna break a lot of stuff. I should just break you. I don't want or need anyone spawning in. Well, apparently I have some soul crystals. Did I just kill some? Did I kill one? Or... Edge. Did I kill a stalker and not even realize it? Well, luckily, yeah, I only need 2. Well, let's get out of here then. I don't ever need to come back here. I still will put a waste stone. I can actually access this, and I guess just throw everything in there, and then make you. You should have everything. Oh, it's because I put everything in here. That's why. Okay. Now I should have everything. Cool. Nice. Boop. Got everything for that. Give me something good. Prismarine crystals. Cool. Not really. It's actually kind of terrible. So moving on, I think I'm gonna get started with the auto crafting of applied energistics. Now it's pretty easy to do it. I'm gonna probably... I was going to put them like in the walls like this, but honestly, I might just not do that and put it over here instead. Make another room, make it kind of wide so I can fit all of the crafting stuff I need in here. Because you kind of have to make some multi-block looking things to actually get the auto crafting to work fully well. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna hurry and build this out, and then start setting up the auto crafting. So I think I'm gonna use this design of this room, just, you know, copied and pasted over here. So using the copy paste gadget, I'm going to copy and paste it. Yeah. So oh crap. I kind of hate like it's actually flying because I have to like hold space. I liked the iron jetpacks mod because you could crouch and then change the actual like fly down to be a different button. So you could crouch and not have to like hold down space. But I gotta make it to where it's only on that block, and then come over. You have to have it set to the copy mode. And then come over, get this boyo. It won't get these ones, but I'm just gonna, let me probably just fill them in maybe. So luckily, since I don't have any of these blocks in my inventory, same with these drives, it won't actually place any of these down. So when I go to paste, now I have the block, not the block, the building. So now I'll have to rotate it. Cool, cool. And now I will just anchor it. So right there, click the anchor button. Now I can look freely about. So now I gotta move it closer to me. No. Right there. That should be exactly, yes. Okay. I mean, as long as anything, no. That should be it. So now I just gotta right click, then get rid of the anchor, and it placed it all down. Next, I place that down, and these are in the way. But I mean, I got 99% of it in 5 seconds, so that is super nice. So now I just gotta go around, fix all of these holes that it left behind, but I mean, it'd probably take me like 30 minutes maybe to rebuild this, especially if I'm trying to make it exactly like that. And I mean, I got it in seconds, so that is super, super nice to be able to quickly do that. Now, with these, I don't know if I'm gonna leave those there or not, because you need CPUs and these crafting unit things. Oh, I almost forgot about these frame blocks, the pillars right here. These bad boys going right here. Now the CPU things that you have to make kind of control the whole crafting process, and you don't really need them to be out at all. I mean, you don't really need any of the blocks to be out. All right, to get started off with the auto crafting, you need to make these crafting CPUs, the co-processing units. They do have to be wired in, so underneath I have the cables connected to these. And then these need storage. So I need the crafting storage above them. So I'm just going to put 3 like that. I think these actually count as 2. Or 1, I mean. Like, I think this counts as 1 now, actually. But whatever. Should be fine. So I'm going to start auto-crafting the processors. So I'm going to need some inscribers and then these pattern providers. I don't know how many inscribers I have. So I have quite a few. I'm just going to make quite a few more. So these pattern providers are what put the ingredients into whatever thing you are trying to auto-craft with. So I think it's best to have the back of the inscribers facing these. I could be wrong, but I'll just do it. So, actually, I'm not gonna place these down just yet. So, I'm gonna be making the 4 basic printy boyos. It's like logic engineering, the silicon one, and then pretty much all of these. So each one of these inscribers is gonna have to have one of the presses of the respective press that you are wanting to make. These things are super easy to make. You just put the press in the inscriber and then just put a block of iron and it makes an extra press of whatever press you want. So I will go ahead and do that real quick with all of the presses I'm going to be using. All right, so now I got plenty of these, so I can go ahead and throw them in because I don't want them to stack. So I'm going to be making this exact same thing on this side, just so that when I'm like, because these things don't, even with the acceleration cards, they don't craft the stuff that fast. So making 2 of these, I might, like if I really wanted to go crazy, I might make extra, just not in here, just go out like behind this wall. There's a bit of an open area that I can just slam more of these down just to make it even quicker if speed becomes an issue. But now I'm going to go ahead and throw all these in. Make sure they're the same for each one of these pattern blocks. So whichever inscriber is connected, or for all the inscribers that are connected to these pattern blocks, make sure they all have the same press. Now, to configure the inscribers, you want to have this auto export on with this green check mark. So it says produced items will be auto exported through any extraction side. So any side of these, which I think any side that has this square, purple square, can be extracted from. So what it allows it to do is the pattern provider can put the items in and pull the items out. So you just want to go ahead and turn that on. And then I think you also want to turn this down to stack to 4. I'm not 100% certain if they get clogged. I think this prevents them from getting clogged, I think. And then you want the blocked mode. Let's see, yeah, blocking mode. So that you'll always have, like, if you have trying to make a ton of the processors, it won't just be trying to shove them all into one inscriber. If it notices that one inscriber already has the items in it and it's making it, it'll just try the other ones instead. Now, the way to make these patterns to put into the pattern providers, you need to make this blank pattern. Super easy. It's just, just glass, glowstone, quartz, and some iron. So I'm going to be making the actual, it's pretty much the recipe of making the circuits. So what you do, I already had it up here, but you just find it in the JEI, and then you just click add right here, and then it'll already, so on this side, there is different crafting, ways. So the processing one is just processing stuff. It's not like an actual, like you're putting it in a crafting grid and crafting it. It's actually like smelting, or like the press where it's like, it's just not a normal way of actually crafting it. And then before you actually make it into a pattern, you want to get rid of the inscriber calculation press, and then you click this encode pattern, and then you have it. I think, yeah, if you hold shift, it'll open it up. So if you have a ton of the patterns in here, they'll all look like that, and then you just hold shift, and then it'll show what it's actually making. So I'm gonna go ahead and make all of these. Make sure you get rid of that inscriber press thing before you do that. And then also gonna make these logic presses, or not logic presses, the processors, the actual processors, the finished ingredient freaking whatever things. You also can't forget to get the silicone boyo, so do that. Good. Now, with these pattern providers, you have to make sure that depending on what inscriber press you have in the inscriber, you put the respective pattern in. So this is the engineering one, which is the blue one, so you. And then you are the calculation one, which is you. And then you are the logic one, which is the gold boil, which only means that the silicon one is up there. Now, I mean, theoretically, I should be able to come in here and craft some of these some of these circuits. So if I click craft on it, and then let's do like, I don't know, 10, and then you should click next. So it shows you what it'll take. I click start. And then where is it? Right here. You can see that they actually went in there. Now, they do have power. Okay. So I couldn't remember if you had to provide the power or not, but they do have power. And I think when it finishes crafting, it should give you like a notification at the top of your screen. Yes, auto crafting complete. So that's super nice. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add the rest of these. And then I gotta make sure I get the right presses in there. And if I wanted to go crazy, which I might actually, just to increase speed, come back here and add some scribers right here, or inscribers right here. Now I'm gonna do that exact same thing on this side, right above this cable. But before I do that, I am gonna hurry and try to get the actual processors up and going. Now you won't need to have like an individual layer for each one, since you don't need a specific press. So you should be able to just throw all 3 of them in there, and then throw the inscribers just on top. Let me actually get up here. Like that. Cool. Now I need to also test this out, because I guess apparently they sometimes don't fully work when they're connected to each other. So like this one, it's a silicon one. It might automatically shove it up in here, which can like freak the system out, I guess. So let me see. So gotta actually get, let's see. Do I not have, oh wait, I have to like sort it. Okay, right here. So only see the craftable ones. Let's do, now let's do the calculation one. Let's do 10. So, okay, well it is working. So you are the silicon one. I guess I already have silicon, so I need to pull all that out. I already have printed silicon. Because I need a test to see what will happen. Craft. Will you automatically shove it up in here, and will you break if you do that? I think it is breaking. I'm fairly certain it is, in fact, breaking. So sadly, that means I'm gonna have to build this somewhere else. Oh crap. But yeah, I'm gonna have to build the actual processing ones somewhere else. I mean, I don't know about hanging it from the ceiling. I might just do it like out here. Because I'd have to separate them to where the actual inscribers aren't touching. I know of a way by putting that up there, like separating it like that. I guess I could do that. Okay, so now if I come back in here and then make the logic one, the 20, why not? Should, yep, it is. I mean, it's not actually crafting any of the silicon ones, but I mean, it's not touching, so it shouldn't be shoving it in here. So I'll probably just do this. And then I don't know what to put like in between the space. I mean, it works. It's not really the most ideal thing, but I mean, whatever. Now I'm gonna move on, do it over here, and then go through, put a bunch of the acceleration cards in them, and then I'll be able to just automatically craft those processors, so that'll be super nice. And then move on to probably getting like an automatic like smelting thing going as well. Great, now I've got two pillars, I guess I could call them, set up for the processors. Now I'm gonna move on to getting a furnace and just like a regular crafting table type of thing set up on this. So the furnace, I mean, you can use really any furnace. And then just put that down, and you want to get these panel looking pattern provider things. All you need to do is take a regular one and just put it in there. And I think you can reverse it, yeah. So you just take one of these. You don't have to do this. Like I could put a block right here, but I'm gonna have my crafting table thing right here. But so I throw that in there. I already made a silicon one, and then you need the factory augment, and then the speed augment, and then some power, which I'm just gonna throw on top like that. Cool. Now this guy should work. If I go in here, do like 100, should work. No, wait, I forget. You have to go in here and change these settings. So you want the auto output to be on, and then whatever side the pattern provider is on, you want to make sure that it's set to input and output. So it'll go through, craft it all up, and then eventually I get the notification at the top. Cool. Now for the regular crafting grid type of crafting stuff, you need the molecular assembler. You can't just use like a regular crafting table. It's kind of annoying, but I mean, it works, obviously. Now you can, so it'll like it connects to it like that. You can place the pattern provider thingy between them, and I think it still like gives it power and stuff. So if I come in here, I just made a crafting table one just for me to make sure it works. So come in here, craft one, boom, should craft it. Takes a second because it needs power, which means that I'm gonna have to get another one of these flux points. So I guess it does not power it through the cable, but I mean, oh, I was clicking the right one. Never mind, I'm just stupid. Oh, that doesn't work. Okay, well, I mean, I guess I'll just do that. Cool. Well, sadly, you have to have the cable running to it, so I was wrong about it powering through the pattern, which is kind of sad. I kind of wish it would, but whatever. But now this works. So I can come in here, put any pattern in here I need, and that'll be fine. Now, if I'm being honest, like I might need way more than this. So I'm just gonna leave this for looks. No. Well, yeah, I might just leave that for looks. And then I might just make a ton of these just back behind the base, maybe. I might even just break this, put a furnace right there so I don't have this dumb cable. Maybe even put 3, put 1 up there as well. And then just do all of the molecular assemblers somewhere else. But for now, this should be fine. Also, you can make this network tool, which is actually pretty freaking nice. Because what you can do is you can put all the cards that you have into it. So you can open up its inventory and just shove the cards in there. And then when you just go into a machine, so like one of these, it has the inventory down here, as long as it is in your inventory. So like I think if I go and shove it in my backpack, yeah, it doesn't have it. So that's super nice if you have like just, you know, you have like 7 different cards you were planning on putting in stuff. You don't have them just cluttering your inventory. That makes it super nice. And also, when you're holding it, if you have the facades, so this thing, it makes them disappear. Which I didn't show how these things work, but they're super simple. You make a cable anchor, and then whatever block you want, let me just pull it out and show it actually. So with whatever block you want, I think it works with literally anything. You surround it. No, I think it has to be a regular actual building block. I don't think it can be an actual, whatever it's called, an actual functioning block thing, whatever. But it makes these facades, which make it to where cables can pass through them and not just have a big hole. Sadly, if you have one of like a texture like this where it connects, it doesn't really work too well. So like a directional one, like the wood and stuff. But luckily this works out since it's in the middle. So I might even change that to like a freaking sea lantern even, but not right now. Okay, now that we got the auto crafting up and going, I'm gonna start getting into power. Now this mod takes a lot of stuff to craft. So that's one reason why I wanted to get the auto crafting up and going, because there's multiple different tiers of blocks. And well, you have to use a lot of like this dielectric paste and a lot of these rods and stuff. So auto crafting them just makes your life a lot easier. And then this also provides wireless charging for any tool in your inventory. So that'll be super nice to get going. Luckily, the actual like fuel for these reactors does have the EMC value. It's just the raw version of it though, so I'll have to still smelt it, but I mean, shouldn't be too hard. I can set up an automatic thing where it pulls the raw uraninite out of like an EMC link and then going straight into a furnace and then have that going like, I don't know, straight into a reactor or something. All right, so I went ahead and I made a lot of the dielectric paste. Now I'm gonna have to go through and make a lot of these bad boys, the rods. So just gotta make a ton of the iron bars. Do these have an EMC? No, they don't. Sadly, they do not. So make a lot of you, and then a lot of the horizontal ones. Ugh. Luckily, if you like have a ton of the horizontal ones, you can just slam them in there, flip them. So you don't need to worry about like if you don't have enough materials to make more, but you have a lot of like the vertical ones where you need horizontal, then you can easily switch them. Now I'm making a lot of this dielectric casing. Pretty much I'm just going through and making all the basics. Make some capacitors, which I'm going to need a lot more dielectric paste. I'll just handcraft this. Actually, I think I can do this. I think if I click the middle mouse button on it, it'll just open up the crafting thing. As long as you have it craftable, I guess. So this mod, it's pretty basic. It just has tiers that you have to progress through, and obviously each tier, so like it's a little bit harder to get to it based on the materials it takes to make the blocks or just materials to get to the next tier and all this crap. So, but you obviously have to start at the very bottom, I think. Yeah. So the reactor starter one. So to make a reactor, it takes 36 blocks. It's like a 3x3 by 4 block tall thing, I think, right? Or is it just a 3x3 by 3? I don't know. I'm fairly certain it is just 36 blocks. So right now, I need some uraninite. So we're gonna pull some out. We'll set up an automatic thing that pulls that out of like a EMC link. But for now, this should be enough to get me. I'll get actually more. Let's just throw you in there. Now, you. So let's just make 36. Boom. Easy peasy. Now this one, also super easy. You have to make the basic capacitor. So there's 3 different levels. The basic one is the one that you actually can craft, and then you can split them into the tiny ones or double them into these big boys, which you need these big boys to make everything else. So you're gonna be making a lot of these big boy capacitors. So might as well just make a lot of them. I should be able to make you, and luckily I only have 36. So it uses the previous tier. So I can't just come in here and be like, oh, I can freaking make these, because you need the previous tier of crap. Like I could, actually no, because I do need the blazing crystals. But like, if I really wanted to, I think it's you. So like I could make these right now, these spirited crystals. All I'd need to do is make like the basic energizing rod. It would just take forever. So it's just, it is like, you just have to go through all of these before you do anything. Now, the energizing orb, I'm at that point where I need to be able to get this energized steel to get to the hardened tier, which what you do is inside this energizing orb, you put in 1 gold ingot and 1 iron ingot, and then you have to make these energizing rods and have them connected to power, and they pretty much energize whatever material you put in here to make whatever you're trying to make. And you can automate it very easily with applied energistics, which makes me super happy. So all I need to do is come in here and make 6 of these. You can make however many you want. Obviously, the more you have, the faster the process will be in the energizing orb. So if I went and made like 50, I don't think that there's some range to it. I don't know what the range is, like a limit on how far away these things can be. But I definitely don't care to have like 1,000,000 of them. So just do that. And then the next one was the hard one. Okay. So in here, I'm going to have the energizing orb in here. I might as well just put it smack dab in the center. I'll probably just have cable come up from there. Maybe. Unless, can I put these on like the ceiling? Will it be upside down if I do that? Oh, it will. That's actually so sick. I didn't know it did that. This should have like, yeah, it should have an orb thing. But my shaders doesn't like to show it. So, but I think I will. I'm going to slam it right here. And then have my rods surrounding it. I might have to make 7 just to put them right there. Maybe. I'm fairly certain they work like that. Yeah, they do. Okay. That makes me happy. Just do this. And then I just need to make 1 more just because I want to fill this entirely. Cool. Boom. Nice. Cool. Now that I got those all like that, you can make this wrench, which you'll be able to see if these are connected. I'm fairly certain. I think so. Right there. There we go. So you have to change it to the blink mode, and then you can see that it's they automatically connect as long as they're within the range. So that's super nice. And again, I don't know what the range is on that. But now if I grab some iron and gold, I should be able to, oh, come on, yes. And some gold, be able to put 1 of each in there. And then, yeah, it zaps it into the energized steel. But that's a very manual process. You're gonna have to stare at it forever. So instead of doing that, I'm gonna pull up the pattern crap, and I'm gonna put some patterns in it. I'm not exactly 100% certain if there's like special configurations I need to do. Nope. To get this to work properly, because there's no what is it, UI for that. So hopefully this works, but who knows? So if I come in here, pull up power again, get you, no, you, boom. Hopefully this works. So boom. Now I should be able to come in here, craft one. Oh, did it also pull it out? It didn't pull it out. Now how am I gonna get that? Not 100% certain how I'm gonna get that out. Maybe an import bus? If I slam an import bus down on it, I'll do like import you. You are an extended one. If I do that, can I put like only allow that? Hopefully that works. Oh, it worked. So if I go in here and I do like, let's do more, let's do 10. Does it bug out? Oh. Well, I mean, it seems to be working. So yeah, I mean, it works. Obviously it's not the fastest, but it's not too slow. So I mean, that's pretty good. Well, that makes my life a whole lot easier when it comes to making all of this power crystal crap. So like you, I think it's just, yeah, it's just a blaze rod. Like, oh, it's so easy. All right, well, I'm gonna slowly do this, get all the way up to nitro, and then I'm gonna make like 3 of the reactors, of the nitro reactors. So it'll take me a little bit of time, but once I get to that, I think I'll move on to making these player transmitters. So now that I've got 1 reactor, I will be making 3, but I just wanted to hurry and get this set up. So what you do is when you have 36, at least 36, you place it down. The way you place it down is you just click where the center of your reactor is going to be, and then it's going to be a 3x3. So like if I click it right here, it'll cover all of these. So I put it like that, and it automatically crafts itself. It's pretty nice, pretty sick. And then like if you want to move it, you can just break it and you'll get all 36 back. Super, super nice. But before I place that down, I'm going to be pulling out all this stuff I need to power this using EMC links. I'm using the Mark 6 ones. They're super easy to make. They go up pretty high and they have an EMC value. So once you make it, you can just pull it out of your tablet. They're pretty cheap. This dust also has EMC values, so you just have to make it once. I think every single tier, yeah, every single tier uses 2 of each of the low, medium, and high covalence dust. And then depending on the tier, the materials change. So it always uses the previous tier and then the respective tier of matter. So you're making like the pink EMC link, you'll need pink matter. Making the purple, you'll need purple matter, and so forth, all the way up to the fading EMC link, which is tier 15, Mark 15 or whatever. And then they have the final one, which is the infinity. Like there's no limit on how much EMC items you can pull out. So you can use this to put items into your EMC stuff or pull them out. I'm gonna be using it right now to pull out stuff. I'm gonna need 4 because the items I need right here. So I'll go through them when I actually have the power up and going. But to actually make them connected, or not connected, but pull out specific items, you just hold the item and you right click on it. So just right click on that, and then export item has been set to uraninite. And then I guess we do the coal one right there. These ones don't really matter too much. But now this uraninite, you can't use the raw uraninite. You have to use the whatever it's called, the actual uraninite, this stuff. You have to smelt it in a furnace, so I'm going to be doing that. So I'm just going to have this, let's see, yeah, so pipe straight up into a furnace. Luckily, the iron furnaces mod, you can change the inputs, so like if you only had like the basic furnace, the regular one, you couldn't pipe it up into this, so you'd have to change it to repiping it down. But I can just come in here, I'm just going to change it to input and output on both the top and the bottom, and then change the auto output to on, and then come in here, I'm going to be pulling them out I have made the ultimate pipe upgrades. They're pretty expensive, but at this point it's pretty easy for me to make them. And then have that going into a chest, which I was gonna put stack upgrades in it, but now I think about it, I feel like just filling up this much, not even. I'm gonna get a regular chest. Regular chest should do good. I'll check on it. If I need to upgrade that AMC link to be able to pull out more items, then I will. But I'm gonna also put the factory and speed augments in this. So let's see. Yeah, so every second, so this one you can see item export limit is, or item import limit. Wait, I'm confused. I don't know. But the max is 32 a second, so which should be more than enough because one reactor it uses like one every like minute or something like that. I'm not 100% certain if that's actually what it is. Yeah, so that should definitely be more than enough banked up. But you can see the top left, it now says minus 33,000 a second. It's because I'm constantly pulling out 32 of these, and each one of them is 1,000. So every second I'm pulling out 33,000 since it's just over 1,000 EMC per one. So if I slam this bad boy back down, now all I have to do with these is pipe these straight into these reactors. So I just have to pipe this chest straight in, which shouldn't be too hard. Luckily, I think I can put stuff into the top. And then I also need to make some sinks as well. There's a lot of stuff you have to pipe into here. So I'm going to start off with the fuel. So that, and honestly, it should kick on. Yeah. I don't think these things can, like, explode or anything. Maybe. I don't know. Well, I'll hurry and get the ice in there. So just pipe you straight in, like that. Honestly, I don't think I'll need any of these upgrades. So now I got some ice, so it's still going up because it really needs the water. Okay, it's just gonna chill at 820. So then the redstone, and then now some coal, which you the bottom boil. Boom. Cool. So all the ice does is it helps keep this running colder, which you have to put actual water in it to keep it running really cold. I think the redstone just boosts, like the redstone and the coal just boost the amount of power it can make. But I do need to make a sink. I do not have any of you. Okay, well, I'm gonna go make a sink, and then that thing should be running pretty much at 100% efficiency. Okay, now that I have the sink, I should be able to just slam you right there. That's not the right one. Need the fluid one. There you go. Go boom. I will put you in there. And now that it has actual coolant in there, it's not actually running right now, but if I do attach the plug, it should pull it out and start putting it in because this is getting a little bit low. So if I come in here, it is pulling it out now. I don't know why this, oh, there we go. Now it's dropping. I don't know why it's not dropping. This will drop down to like freaking just real low. Where does it say how much it's making? I guess I think I have to look at this. So it's generating 260, nope, 300,000 RF or FE per tick. Nope, now 325. I think they increased it because I swear it maxed out like 250 at one point, but now I'm making 400,000 FE per tick. So, but yeah, having 3 of these is going to be super overkill. Honestly, I mean, right now, I should live with only 1, but I am going to make 3. Definitely gonna make 3 because that'll be pretty nice. But don't really need to show that because it is freaking boring. And there's a slime always spawns like right here. I don't know why. But yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it there for this episode. Got power up and going. Got the auto crafting, which I am working on a little area down here that I'll tease. Just to have a lot more auto crafting, so it's gonna be pretty nice. I mainly started making it for a room to have more inscribers, so I can craft up the processors 10 times quicker. But the room isn't gonna look that good, but I'm not actually going in there, so I kind of just threw something together randomly and gave up halfway through. of what, like, of making it look good, I guess. So it's gonna look stupid, but I'm not ever gonna go down there when it's done, so it'll be fine. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.